Welcome back, everybody, where we're going through the adventures of a story about my uncle in Learnin and stuff.
Hooray!
Today we're doing application and how we can take the meaning from last episode.
Yep.
And apply it to our lives. Monkey?
Yep.
Were those
The suit is now at least 20% cooler.
those boots with rockets duct taped to the back of them?
Oh, what's the button for it again? Maybe?
I don't know. What the heck?
Nope, too far, too far.
It was awesome.
Okay.
No. Well.
Bullet so fast that my eyes watered.
Wow.
Belly
So you apparently have rocket boots now.
Yep, we have rocket boots now.
Alright, so
Yep.
for the good of the people at home.
Yep.
It's been a week.
Yeah.
What of our meanings that we can apply to our lives? Just a quick recap. Okay.
Alright,
Oh
so.
God. If I wasn't motion sick before.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, so meanings.
Yep. I think we should go that way? This way. Let's go this way. Alright, so. Meanings that we talked about last week.
Yep.
One was that storytelling is an important thing. Like, telling stories is important.
Absolutely.
The second thing is that it's been a week, so let me recollect my thoughts here. The second thing is that people can worship in different ways.
Yep.
And that religion, or like, worship does not necessitate religion.
No.
We also talked about how it's important to pass on the legacy of exploring, and how also, and to like encourage people to do that.
Yes.
And then also that people like
Oh God.
I was not prepared for that much rocket boot.
No, because it looks like there's nothing and then suddenly everything.
Yes, correct. That's how it works.
Okay.
Yep. Also, that it's okay to not be the first at something.
Because you can still make your mark on it.
Correct. That.
Alright, so how can you take those four things and
Yes.
apply them to your life to make your life a better place?
Alright, we're gonna need to handle these one at a time.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
Alright, number one.
Okay, number one, storytelling is important.
Absolutely.
For me, one of my favorite things to do is tell stories.
Yeah.
But oftentimes, like, I just assume people don't want to hear them. Like, don't want to hear my stories, so I just don't tell stories most of the time.
Well, we don't think you have stories because you don't tell stories.
Right. So
it's kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Right.
When you're not willing to tell us stories.
I know. I see the problem with this. And so for me, part of it is just going to be like, let me figure out where I'm going for a moment.
That way?
That way? I think over and under.
I think over and under.
Alright. So for me, part of this. Uh-oh. I used up two of them.
You did.
Well, I can see now how you're supposed to do it. Oh.
Alright, so yeah. You know, part of it being like actually telling stories.
Right. Yep.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, yeah, telling stories being important. I think that is the same thing I should probably do. Like, I also love to tell stories.
Yeah.
That's why I like doing D&D so much.
Yeah. Oh.
I think you
I think I goofed. I done goofed.
You done goofed.
So, yep. Alright. And then
So-
probably also encouraging other people to tell stories as well.
Yes, and I think part of that is what I could do is, one, tell more stories at D&D.
Yes.
but also tell them in a way that encourages other people
Yes.
to want to DM as well.
Okay. Cool.
So not just encourage, players to tell stories in game,
Yes.
because I've been trying that for years,
Yes.
and our players don't want to do that. They see D&D as a video game.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah. So for one, it'd be telling more stories as well as encouraging others to tell their stories.
Yes.
And I honestly don't know how many stories I tell or don't tell.
Okay.
I don't know, Monkey, how many stories do I tell?
I don't know.
All right. That's not a good thing. When the person you spend pretty much the most amount of time with doesn't know if you tell a lot of stories or not.
Yeah.
All right, so we both basically have the same thing.
Yes.
Tell more stories and encourage other people to tell their stories.
Correct.
All right.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do an F-It Friday where it's just story time with Monkey.
Sure. And then story time with Cody.
Dang it.
You're not getting out of this.
That's what you think. All right. All right. So that was actually 1 and 2.
Yep.
So number 3. Yes.
Oh, I made it. Oh, yes. That's so good.
God, Edge.
Yes.
All right, so number 3.
Number
That looks
3.
like a mouth.
Maybe.
So go on, number 3.
Number 3. Which one was the third one we said?
That was your job.
I forgot already.
That was your job.
Oh, no.
Ah! Oh, worship.
Worship.
Worship does not necessarily mean.
Damn.
Oh,
Oh,
dang.
so close.
Worship does not mean religion.
Yep.
And there are other ways to worship something.
Yes.
There is not one way to worship.
Correct. So, part of that.
Part of that is. That was not your uncle's mark.
Oh, was that mine?
Yes.
All right. So part of that for me is gonna mean like. Let me think about that for a moment.
All right. We don't have all the time in the world, but we got some time.
Sure.
Now what?
I'm thinking up, maybe? Up, yep. Duh.
Oh, wow. You get so lucky so many times. So now you just gotta stick the landing.
A great
Stuck it.
Nice.
Perfect. I did it.
chill rundown.
So, any ways of, there are other ways to worship?
Alright, so when it comes to other ways to worship, typically I think of, like a church worship service, right? So like,
Oh, yeah.
no! Ah!
Boost.
Huh, huh, huh,
Wow.
huh.
Oh, that's the backside. I think it's the wrong side to grapple onto.
It's okay, I got this.
Uh,
Rocket boots.
I mean, that is a valid
Rocket boots?
thing.
Rocket boots? Save me! Ha! Ha! No! Oh, that was so close.
It was. All right, so you think of a church worship service.
Right, and so for me, like, it's sort of like exploring different ways to worship.
Yeah.
So to like not think of it as just going to church and singing, but like trying to worship with like my actions and making that a very deliberate thing.
Yeah. I mean, you can worship in so many amount of ways and so many different things.
Yes.
I think a part of that is to find like the right things to worship, as well as, you know, how worshiping works for you.
Correct.
Just because other people are doing it doesn't mean you have to worship the same way.
Yep. Almost had it.
Almost, but not quite. It's basically the same goes for me. I mean, wow.
I'm I've been doing pretty good.
I mean, I will admit, Monkey's been doing pretty well considering he is currently using his shirt and his stomach as the mouse pad.
Right, which makes it a little awkward to do this.
It is a little awkward, both to do and to watch.
Yes.
So, there is that.
I don't think I'm going to make it.
No, especially since you were... No.
Nope. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you have to use your boost on the last one.
Right.
And you keep...
Using it before then.
Oh, way before. Anyways.
Yes. So
yeah.
go on while I do this.
Yeah, good luck. The way I would do...
I'm just going to be doing this. Don't worry about it.
It just keeps getting worse every time.
I know. I know.
Just, finding other ways to worship, finding, just a way that works for me, and if somebody doesn't like it, oh well, they can deal with it. It's not important to them how I worship as long as I'm doing it.
Sure.
So, I mean, yes, it's important not to do it the wrong way.
Right.
But that doesn't mean there's not more than one right way.
Sure.
So how about number 4?
Number 4 is... Worship is...
That's 3.
Is that 3?
Well, 3 was worship does not necessarily mean
Religious.
religion.
Okay, sure.
And it also was there's different ways to worship.
Okay.
4 was do you not remember 4?
4 was encouraging people to go and explore and stuff. I'm pretty sure. Right?
Wasn't that also tied into storytelling?
Yes.
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 4 go off, explore, do your thing. How I could do that is I love to explore.
Yeah.
So the way I could do it is explore more.
Yeah.
First, I need to get a job so I can afford to go explore.
Sure.
But, I love going to new, different parts of town.
Okay.
So it'd be like, alright, hey, I'm going to go to Seattle to go explore Seattle.
Cool.
Monkey, let's go to Seattle to go explore Seattle.
Nice. Yeah, yeah. That'd be good.
I mean, that's one way to do it. What about you?
For me... Nailed it.
Finally.
Whew. That was a tough one.
That was really tough. Alright, so yeah. Encouraging to go explore.
Yep. Yes.
How can you do that? How can you do that in your life?
Alright, so for me, encouraging people to go explore
Yep.
is probably going to be... I'm normally, kind of a stick in the mud, I feel like.
Really?
Right.
Why is that?
Most of the time when people ask me if I want to do something, I think about it for a moment, and then I'm like, nah, maybe.
Why are you like, nah, maybe?
Because, I'm almost there.
Because you're almost there?
Because I'm almost there. Because, I come up with some, whether it's a legitimate reason or an excuse.
I can tell you that more than half of them are excuses.
Right. Sometimes there are legitimate reasons, but
Yes.
then other times...
A lot of time they're not.
Right. At least it's not as bad as, one time my dad told me a story when he was a kid in high school. Someone asked him to do something, and he's like, I can't go that day. I have to mow the lawn. But what they were asking him to was something at night. So they're like, you're going to mow the lawn at midnight. Yes.
You just used 2 on 1.
I know. I saw that. Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
No, I mean, yeah. Your excuses are sometimes better.
Right. They're sometimes better than that.
Not often, but sometimes.
Right.
All right. So I guess the way to do that would be like, hey, Monkey, we're going to go do this.
Yes.
Instead of, do you want to go do this? Like, hey, Monkey, we're going to go do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so for me, like, also
You-
encouraging people to...
You should not have told me just to say, hey, we're gonna go do this.
Oh.
No, you're still not doing. You're still doing it too soon.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
So the next part is it's okay to not be the first one to do something.
Right. So something I typically like to do
Yeah.
is I like to be the first at something. Like, I don't want to say I'm a hipster, but I'm saying I may have hipster tendencies.
You do.
So...
See, I have no problem doing things after somebody else has done them,
Yep.
but I want to do them my own way.
Yes.
There you go. So, like, a lot of people are like, hey, like, the raid on Destiny.
Uh-huh.
It's like, hey, let's go do it. Let's go do the raid, and we're going to cheese it. And I'm just like, but I'm lactose intolerant. Let's not cheese the raid. Because it'd be nice to do it legitimately.
Yeah.
So,
For sure.
I mean, that's just my own way.
Right.
It'd be nice to do that. So, what are some things you like to be the first to do?
Oh. Alright, so basically any story I have written,
Yeah?
it may be a combination of other things,
Yeah?
but it's always like me trying to be the first to do something, like Zelda with giant robots in the desert.
That is new to me.
Yeah.
Nobody ever thought about combining giant robots, Zelda, Moses.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that.
So that's new to me.
Right. And those elements may not be, like, I'm obviously not the first one to do those elements.
No.
But that tends to be what I like to do.
Okay.
I try to put, like, my own little flair into it.
Got it. I mean, you're basically doing that already. Like, you're taking things that aren't new,
Right.
that things that people have done before,
Right.
and giving them your own mark on them.
Sometimes it plays against me because sometimes I'm just obstinate. Like, I know this is mechanically inferior, like in a video game, but because no one else is using it, I'm gonna be the hipster kid using it.
I don't like to go that far. That explains your Husk of the Pit so much.
Right. Yes.
But I don't like being told this is the way you do it.
Sure. Right.
Which is why people are like, do you have a Galahorn? I'm like half tempted every time to be like, no. Even though it's sitting there equipped and ready to go.
Yeah.
So, which is why I'm super excited for the Destiny patch, but this is not the Destiny show that we have on Thursdays.
Correct.
Oh, there were markings.
Which way?
Right there.
This way.
Yeah, secret stuff. Don't you tell us, hey. We got stuff to explore.
Hey. Hey, you. Who's? They're probably over that way.
Yeah, secret. Secret
Secrets.
stuff. You're not a secret.
Is it over here with these people?
Or is it on the right?
Ah, here it is.
Yeah.
This is probably it. Yep. It glows.
It glows, it's important.
I-
Wow, that's weird. And
but
cool.
It felt like she was about
Yeah,
my-
that's
Which
pretty
is
awesome.
what this whole game is.
Correct.
She was friendly and funny.
No, did you lie?
Well,
I think.
she was cute, but I was too young.
Did you have a romantic time all by yourself?
She wasn't.
That doesn't prove it out. I had a friend who wants to marry a vampire.
By the way, this is one of my favorite. Like, I love so much of the dialogue in this game.
Oh, yeah.
But I like this one.
That one in particular is very good.
I think I might be stuck.
I think you are stuck.
I think I'm stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, there are things that I like to do my own way.
Yep.
Even though I'm not the first to do it,
Yes.
I just want to do it my own way, so we
Yeah.
can do it that way.
Yeah.
And I would also encourage those at home that you just because someone did it before you doesn't mean you can't do it a different way. I mean, look at every musician ever.
Right.
Someone else did it before, so there's gonna be 500 other people who are gonna be like, I could do it.
Right. And there's nothing wrong with saying, like, obviously, for example, even in this game, we're using Fred's power suit, but, for our size.
Yeah.
So it's not like there's anything wrong with taking what other people have done before you, but you can still do that and make it your own.
Exactly. And I think that covers it, and we may have to end this episode early because we've glitched and can't leave the stairs.
Yeah, we could reset to a checkpoint.
We could.
Uh-huh.
Could also leave it with a really cute story.
Correct. We could do that as well.
I don't know. What do you think?
I'm cool with either. Like, if we covered everything, I'm cool with that being that.
All right. You know, we're going to leave with this beautiful tree.
Yep.
With this little smoke in the fire.
Yeah.
With a little Maddie name.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll just leave it here.
All right.
Because we couldn't stairs.
Yep, we couldn't stairs.
We hope you enjoyed this, and we look forward to seeing, ways you can apply this to your life in the comments.
Absolutely.
So, we will see you all next time with a new series.
Yeah.
So, see you later.
Bye.